Sorry about the wait. I was just getting myself ready with a glass of water and, just trying to be less lazy. So I was just sitting there doom scrolling, let's be real. I was like, do I start? So I hit the button while I was getting ready. Just give me a 1 minute to situate, pick up my controllers. Alright, that's launching. Also, thank you for the lurk. Shade, hello, Malachites. Hopefully you're both doing well. I am in the process of being ready. Switch device, Discord channel. Okay, Discord notification has gone out. Background music of the world is off. Stream camera is on. OBS is open. My voice is awful as usual, so nothing I can do about that. I'm just prepared for it. Alright, everything is in order, I think. For the most part, within reason. Stream today is going to be stream. That's all I got for you. Sorry. I'm just gonna yap until I feel like ending stream, and then I'm going to play Minecraft or something off stream. And I thought about playing Minecraft on stream today, and then I thought perhaps that's boring. It was gonna be a modded Cobblemon server that my friends are playing on, so I was like, I could stream this, but perhaps it's better that I do that off stream. So for now, I'll just exist. And once I'm done existing, I will go back to doing whatever, you know? Gonna drink some water too. I got water today. That is cold. Oh my gosh. Like hurts my teeth cold. I don't think Malachite's here anymore, so I was gonna mention though. I took care of the user who was, you know, still a minor. They were kicked out of the Discord, unfortunately for them. Obviously, best for us because, you know, 18 plus, always good to maintain a safe environment. I always feel bad though. Like, not because of anything specific, I guess. It's just like, the empathy kicks in when I'm like, damn, I know I would feel like shit being kicked out of a server. But at the same time, it's like, just is what it is. So, yeah, no. Life goes on, and realistically, who would care? We would forget about each other, all of us, right? One day, we all move on. Ooh, I like that song. Alright, anyway, that aside, I'm here again. Nothing exciting, no different from usual, just the same old, same old. Got a lot of weird dreams, those are fun. Estrogen has been making my dreams much more vivid and like it's like hard to say, like I don't know, I like in and out of consciousness. So it's like the dreams are much more lucid, right? So you have more control over them, you have more things going on in them. But it's stuff that I don't actively think about. So it's like there's one night where it was just like zombies, and I don't like zombies. I don't think about zombies, but for some reason they were just there. And then I don't even remember what the other one was today, but yeah, dreams have been kind of going a little bit too crazy for me. If there was a way to like just shut them off and have it be skippable cutscenes, I would be much happier. I would prefer a skippable cutscene that is a dream, right? Where's my Minecraft sleep mod where I could just lay in bed, fall asleep in 30 seconds, and wake up in morning? That would be quite appreciated. It'd be kind of cool if in Minecraft there was like a curse of insomnia that makes it so you sleep in the daytime or at random hours. You have like a small window where you can fall asleep. What if it's good dreams? I mean, I guess none of the dreams are particularly bad, but they're also not good. I mean, I had one dream where I came out to my mom and it went well. That was an okay dream, but a very stressful one for me as a reality, because I was like, hmm, I know it's not gonna go like that. That's wishful thinking. So, those dreams stress me out more than anything, because I'm like, it's a very real possibility that I'd have to tell her one day. On the other hand, I could wait it out and hope that she just never notices when I see her. Who knows? I haven't gotten that far in my head of what to do. I know at least, like, three dudes who are taking estrogen, and I don't know what their end goal is. I asked one of them about it today. And like, I don't know. I might get a mastectomy though and get these boobs removed. And I was like, why are you taking estrogen then? Who knows? Everyone's got their reasons and their own ideas of what they want for themselves, so I don't judge. It's more of a question of just like, huh, so why? But again, choices. I shrugged my shoulders, but it didn't translate into VR. Everyone's allowed to express themselves in whatever way makes them feel most comfortable. Now, if they decide it's not okay or it's not something they want, then they're also welcome to get those things changed. How are you doing, by the way, today, JLu? Appreciate you stopping in a second time, 2 days in a row. Malachite was here at the start of stream, and then they poof. I'm assuming they went to the shops. Yesterday they tried to leave for the shops right when I started stream so they can go get Monster. So I assume that's what they did today. I also woke up with like the worst dry throat because oh, thanks for the follow, Vam. Vam XP. On the kick side. I woke up like the worst dry mouth and throat because I fell asleep while I was still a little bit high, and I didn't drink enough before I went to bed. So, not a great feeling. I don't like dry throat. I weighed myself today though, and I weighed myself after using the restroom and stuff, and I was like, oh, I'm still 137 pounds. I'm gaining weight. I was pretty damn happy. Also, you're working. Is that a good feeling though, or have you been having a good day so far, or is this kind of just like a, I'm working? You know? No one is happy to be working, but at the same time, it is good for you. Working is good. Money is good. I'm just opening up on the kick side to make sure I have it, monitored in case anything comes up. There we go. Everything's open. I don't think I'd quit if I didn't, or I don't think I'd quit if I didn't need the money, but I'd work less at least. Yeah, exactly. And there are definitely jobs where it's like, you're better off not working sometimes, so sure. The important thing is, though, it gets you busy, and then you take some time afterwards for yourself, and you relax in between. What do you do for work, if you don't mind my asking? I do need to turn my air conditioning up a little bit, though, so give me just a moment. There we go. It's blowing cool air now. Also gonna take a sip of water because I do feel like my throat's a little on the dry side. You know, now that I'm older, there's a part of me that's like, it would be nice to have some cucumber or something in the water. Like a nice refreshing taste. I don't even like water that much, but sometimes it just sounds like, you know what, I could picture it, and it would be nice. Since I'm a VR chatter, I assume you work in IT. Damn, imagine the assumptions here. I used to be in the IT field, yes. I used to work as an IT technician for 15 years. I was a very much, hello, this is IT. How can I help you? Yeah, no worries. I'll get myself up there in just 2 minutes. Just hold on a moment. Or, hey, so would you mind if I remotes your computer? No, I don't really need to go up there for this. Don't worry. This will just take 2 seconds. It'll be faster if I do it this way. All right, I'm connected. And then da-da-da-da-da. All right, it should be working. Yep, no problem. Just give us a call if it happens again. Have a great day. That's basically the gist of an IT call from us. Air traffic control is interesting, though. How do you like it? I have a friend who's a VR chatter who wants to work in air traffic control. They're currently like going through the processes, and then like recent like issues and government shutdown caused their process to get delayed, but they're working towards it. How do you like the air traffic control? Is it good? Is it like, is it stressful? I imagine there's like kind of like a mix of either things are very calm and quiet or it's hectic for a little bit. Like there's very long periods of both where it's just like, no, 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 don't apologize. I just ask questions a lot. Even if you can't answer, don't worry. I'll just keep on yapping in the meantime. I understand you are working, so don't worry about it. You're always welcome to respond when possible, and also just not if you don't want to. It's the curse of you being the only one in chat right now, though, so that means I have my full attention on everything you say. You're saved. Malachite's here. Hello, Malachite. Welcome back. Sorry I didn't respond to you when you first got here. I was in the middle of putting everything on and just setting up for stream. Just talking to JLu here about their work. They are an air traffic controller. Or in the industry. Oh no, why's your morning been shit? Did you make it to the shops and they're out of Monster? Or is it for other reasons? Oh, uh, I see. Well, it's an interesting job, although definitely high stress. Yeah, I mean, people's lives are literally on the line, right? 30 minutes after waking up, my Wi-Fi died and hasn't come back since. And then your vape broke, and you don't have money for a new one. Oh, that's stressful. Well, hopefully the Wi-Fi comes back up soon. I'm sorry to hear that. So you're on mobile right now. I give you a big virtual hug. I hope it comes back soon. I'm sorry to hear that, though. I'm, you know, I'm not gonna say this to be mean, but maybe it's a good thing your vape is broken, unless it's a weed vape, but, nicotine's not good for you. And, vaping juices have some chemicals in them, at least here in the States. So, it's not the worst thing in the world to have a broken vape. But I'm teasing. I know it can be stressful, especially if it's something that you enjoy. I know, I'm just teasing. I'm not actively gonna try to mother you and be like, but don't you think you should quit though? Like, this is a sign. And think of all the negatives. But I'm actually just teasing. I'm like, looking at the positive. But you're addicted and it sucks having it. It does. You gotta find ways to keep yourself busy. Oral fixations. You should hit up that NB and see if they can fill in that, like, oral fixation for you. Joking, of course. Um, yeah, no. Whenever my Wi-Fi goes down, I just play single player games. You can play Slay the Spire by yourself. You don't need a Wi-Fi for that. Just put your Steam in offline mode and just load the game up. Works just fine, to my knowledge. That's fair too, especially if you're already frustrated by it. Mm-hmm. Very valid. Yeah, no, when my Wi-Fi goes out, that's basically the plan of action. It's like, play single player games, use my phone to have a video playing in the background, or join a Discord call on my phone, and then get hit with people going, why does your mic sound so bad? And it's like, oh my god, Jigaloo, the new Slay the Spire, it's so much fun. I love it. Highly recommend it. It's multiplayer too, so it's actually even better. But yeah, no. I thought Slay the Spire 1's multiplayer was only if you had a mod, right? It wasn't like a built-in multiplayer, or was it? Yeah. I'm just talking about like native support for multiplayer, so the balance is actively there or something. I never knew about the multiplayer mod until recently though, and I never played it on that one. But people said that basically Slay the Spire 2's multiplayer is Slay the Spire 1's like mod. The only difference being is that they added cards specifically for it, unless they had that in Slay the Spire 1. I don't know, I've never looked into it. But, you know, I should ask people who've got Slay the Spire 1 if they want to do it that way. Ooh, I wonder if the Slay the Spire 2 mod works with Downfall, because I like playing as the monsters. Multiplayer works pretty simply. Um, you know what? Let's make it interesting. Let's go this way real quick. So you had the usual setup, right? Like you have the battlefield, and then you have like your character here, and then you had your deck of cards. And then you had the monster here. And then you had like your friends would stand over here with you. And they have their own cards that they're keeping track of. And so you all play cards at the same time, and when the monster was planning something, you know, like an attack, so they had their little like dagger out, and it's gonna do like 8. It hits everyone, so it's an AoE, so it's 8 to you and 8 to you. So you had to block it yourself, so everything you do is still you based. So like, you know, you still have to play your own block cards. However, if this player applies vulnerability, then the vulnerability is there for everyone. Yeah, it's purely co-op. And sometimes you get cards that make it so your block applies to your allies. Or you have like plus energy for ally. Or you have plus strength for ally. So you could support your friends with your own deck. But the one that gives you 50% of your block to your allies, it's huge. If you're playing like Ironclad or someone who really benefits from block stacking. So yeah, no, it's very fun. Unlike the enemies, they have much bigger health pools when they're in multiplayer. So like, you know, level 1 enemies no longer have like 30 health, they have got 90. It's like triple, I think. Game is in early access, but I will say I played it enough for it to be like a full-fledged game. I've already gotten my money's worth out of it. And the fact that I can play with my friends, really good. Ascensions go up to 8 instead of 20, or 10 instead of 20, and yes, yeah. My highest ascension so far is 8. I don't know how I'm gonna do on that one though, because the enemies are supposed to get stronger. And I'm not very good at the game. So yeah, no. It's been a lot of fun though. Highly recommend it. You could also trade in the shops? Oh, that would be nice though. Also, JD, hello. How are you doing today? Thank you for stopping in. God damn, my voice is fucked. I feel like I have to be extra whispery today because of my voice, so I do apologize for those who dislike things that are ASMR like. For me right now, it's kind of difficult not to dip in that category because right now it's just, I don't know, I'm self-conscious and I'm trying to be quiet. And so, you're living the dream and you hope I'm well. Well, guess what? Your hopes are for nothing because I'm not well. In fact, I'm terrible. Cries in the corner, buries myself under sand. No, I'm okay. My pinky's fully functioning again. Like, I can bend my pinky, it doesn't hurt. There's no bruising. I did my estrogen shot today. Truth be told, though, I may have injected my thigh with a little bit of air. Just a little bit. Like, a very small amount. But oops. Hopefully it's okay. It wasn't into the bloodstream. It was directly into my thigh. In the muscle. So again, I've heard that's not that big of a deal. Like a little bit, but it's like, oh, I can't believe I did that. I can't believe I did that. I feel so fucking stupid. Again, in your bloodstream directly, like if you inject air into your blood, you can get a heart attack. Like that bubble can make it to your heart and then pop and then you can just go full cardiac or something like that. So hopefully, you know, these next 24 hours, nothing happened. So we'll see, we'll see. I'm very concerned and not at the same time because I used to inject air into my thigh on accident all the time. Not something I'm proud of, but it was before I understood how to do injections properly, and I was just like, alright, take off old needle, put on new needle, stick it in my thigh, and I just went, oh, I'm supposed to squeeze it a little bit until the fluid comes out the tip. I'm not allowed to die because you started following me? True. You're only just getting to know me. You see, I'm 37, so my expiration date's quickly approaching. Automat hates you? What did you say? Air junkie noted. Yes, I am a junkie for air. And so... yeah, no. Such is life. And, you know, you never know what's gonna happen. One day you're here, the next you're not. You could be in a car accident or whatever. At least gotta hit 40. Okay, okay. For you, I will make it a very clear goal to hit 40. As a trans girl, you know, that's a big commitment. That's a pretty big commitment. You have to keep me alive. You have to make sure you do it. Find a way to keep me going. You have to stop me from eating McDonald's. I'm gonna stop my own heart with McDonald's. It's not suicide if it's, fast food. Really inappropriate conversation topic, so maybe I should drop that. But yeah, that's just jokes. Of course, I'm not actively trying to. McDonald's is trash? Absolutely agree with you. Their meat tastes really bad. They could do so much better, but they don't. What can we do, though? You're gonna rebuild me and faster and stronger. Yeah. Listen, I consume all of these microplastics and, what do you call them? You love their fucking big lettuce burger. Wait, which one's their big lettuce burger? What are you talking about? Excuse me. They're Big Macs? Oh, at least in California, the Big Macs I've had don't have that much lettuce on them. I did try their Big Arch Burger, though. Not really recommend it. Yeah, sorry, I was just grabbing something because I was curious. Okay, that's dead. I just remembered I have a fourth tracker, but I don't use it because I don't like wearing a chest tracker. Yeah, no, in America at least, I don't know if you're in the stateside, JLu, but yeah, no, burgers here taste like shit because like most of the fast food chains use really low quality beef. And they barely season them. So it's like, if you eat the beef patty by itself, you get like the vague texture of meat, but overly processed to the point where it's like a paste. And then, again, most of the flavor doesn't come from the meat itself. Most of the flavor comes from like the slight bit of salt, ketchup, or like onions that they put on it. So it's like, I don't taste burger, I taste buns. Mmm, yummy buns. You know, I can't deny I like to bite into some buns from time to time. Uh, But sometimes you're just craving meat. Anyway, bad jokes aside, yeah, McDonald's food quality is pretty trash. I think we all can agree on that, though. It's not a very hot take. A real hot take is what I would do with you in the bedroom. I'll stop making jokes. I got a dick pic in my inbox because I was making those kinds of jokes, right? So, gotta be careful not to make any kind of sus jokes at all tonight, or tomorrow, or any other day. They have good orange Fanta. I will say, McDonald's Coke, next level shit. I don't understand how. No, I do know how. They have a very specific deal with Coke that they get their supply direct from manufacturer, shipped to them in actually like, I think aluminum or something. But like it's delivered to them directly in like very special protection so that it'll taste exactly how it's supposed to, as if you had just got it out of the can. Like, shit's crazy. A wholesome family stream? Alright, listen. I used to be very wholesome family, right? Like, I would make jokes a little bit back when I was cis male, right? Before I came out as trans. And I was like, yeah, let's see. I think it's probably for the best that I stay at least like a clean streamer. And the reason I was doing that in my head was like, well, you know, it's better to foster that kind of environment. But then I end up stifling myself because I like making jokes. I like being silly. I like teasing. And now it's like, fuck it. I should be able to be myself. I should be able to be who I am, right? And then I got a dick pic in my inbox. And then I went, oh, perhaps I need to dial it back. Perhaps. I mean, it's a trade-off. Do I want the ability to be slightly sus, or do I want a dick pic in my or inbox every now and then? Decisions, decisions. A dick in a box, so to speak. It's a dick in a box. Not gonna get you a diamond ring. That sort of gift don't mean anything. Not gonna get you a fancy car. Something, 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 shining star. And then it's my dick in a box. My dick in a box, girl. Of course I know, I'm old. I also know the words to Mother Lover. I'm a mother lover, you're a mother lover. We should fuck each other's mothers, fuck each other's moms. 'Cause every Mother's Day needs a mother's night. If doing it is wrong, I don't wanna be right. It's the fucking best idea that we've ever had. Yeah, no, that one's great. And then it's not gay if it's in a three-way. That one too, it's good. You sang that in VR chat karaoke. Of course you have. I don't blame you. It's a fun song. There's a lot of good ones. The only thing I don't like about doing karaoke in VR chat is like when the audience decides it's their turn to sing over the person on stage. I understand that's part of the fun for some people, but it's like, I don't know. If someone's on stage, it's like, let them sing. But again, some people just can't control themselves, and some people it's more fun if everyone sings along, so, you know. I know it throws me off though because of the desync, so I can't like focus, so I've definitely had to turn my earmuffs on and like, shoo, close it in on myself so I can't hear the strangers. Man, back when I used to do karaoke, shit, I used to sing in a country voice even if I don't like country music. It was always more fun that way. Sing Adele like that. That was way back in the day though. I used to love doing karaoke. I only stopped doing it so much because, I don't know, it's like, one, I'm trying to keep it down. I'm trying not to be too loud because I don't want to wake people up. And two, it's like, I have more confidence in my male voice, so singing in like, my more femme voice, it's very difficult. There's a few songs where it's like, I can practice with those, like, Laffy. You know, don't you notice how I get quiet when there's no one else around? Me and you, an awkward silence. That one too, right? Sing-alongs are part of karaoke. A little bit, but only because of the fact that there's desync. Desync makes it impossible for me as, like, I'm too focused on everyone else that I can't hear myself, so I start fucking up. Desync is a bitch. If there wasn't desync, it wouldn't be quite as big of a deal. Saw her in the white and swaying. Oh, absolutely. Oh, absolutely agree with you. Bohemian Rhapsody, that is an entire chorus. You know, everyone should be singing with that one. It's a mood. But if someone is up there singing a ballad, you know, obviously, let them have their moment. Let them shine. Excuse me. I don't know, for me though, it's ultimately like, I choose not to sing for most things, even if I know the words, because I'd rather let the person on stage have their moment. Because to me, that's why, like, most people get on stage. It's like, I assume that the person up there is trying to, like, you know, share their talents with people, or just have some fun of their own. But again, it's different for everybody, so ultimately, if the person on stage wants to, they could just, like, turn on their earmuffs, but it definitely depends on the song. Because most people aren't going to put on Bohemian Rhapsody for the intention of singing alone. Right? Like, if you're on stage and you're singing a very, very popular song, then obviously there's going to be people who are like, oh, I know that song. Oh my god, we're all going to sing it, right? I don't know why, but I look so bow-legged today. Yeah, everything is context-based, and also the singer could just, like, you know, like I said, earmuffs. Boom, no one's singing right now, it's just me. I don't hear you. I'm gonna be real with you. Like, for some people who are very egregious with it, I actually turn them down to about 5%, so I don't hear them. If you're gonna sing over every single singer on stage, I'm gonna turn you down. Now what are you gonna do? But again, that's preference. A 5%er? Sometimes. If you make me really mad, I'm gonna turn you down to 0. I can mute you without you knowing it. I mean, that's definitely a beautiful part of the tool, because it used to be you couldn't do that. It used to be the lowest you could turn someone was 5%, and then you had to mute them if you wanted them gone. And if you mute somebody in VR chat, they get a cute little icon over your head, where they can see, this user has you muted. And some people want it that way, where it's just like, yeah, you know I muted you. And then there's people like me, where I'm like, I don't want you to know I muted you. I did it for my sake. But I'd rather you not come up to me and be like, nah, you're fine, Jaylu. Again, I've only used that when someone's being particularly obnoxious. I think the last time I turned someone down to 0% was because they were making baby noises. They were like imitating baby cries. You know, the full on like yeah noise, but like really nasally and high pitch. And we were like, and this is like a friend's instance, like a friend's flaw, so it wasn't in public. And I immediately was like, oh geez, can you stop? And then they were just like doing it louder. So I just turned them down and muted them. I wanted them to know I muted them. I was just like, yeah, you see this shit. Like, yeah. Literally being childish. And I was like, you know, it's not funny. It's just obnoxious. The sounds of babies crying is like fucking nails on a chalkboard, which it's, or what do you call that? It's built into us as a species to view screaming and crying that way. Because, like, as humans who are taking care of children, your job is to hear the sound of crying and go take action. So, like, of course it's supposed to grate on our nerves. It's supposed to force us into action. Only in this case, it's like, you're an adult that's making that noise. Please stop. No? Okay. I don't hear you anymore. Let me just flex these muscles. Yeah, no. After stream one day, I got a friend request from someone who's like going around streamers, and I know they're doing this. And I was like, huh. Let me check to see what this user is, because maybe there's someone who knows me. Nope, nuisance rank. A nuisance rank has sent you a friend request. Absolutely not. Like, what? Who's gonna accept that friend request, bro? Like, who doesn't check? Like, I mean, absolutely no disrespect to anyone, but if you send me a friend request because you saw my stream, I will find it very flattering, but at the same time, it's very rare I'm gonna accept that. Unless you've been in chat frequently and I've gotten to know you, and so I feel a sense of, like, safety in doing so. Like, no. No. It's a way for a user to gradually work their way out of being suspended, I think. I think you get nuisance rank after you've gotten enough reports, blocks, mutes, and basically, it doesn't stop the user from playing the game. Because what's gonna happen is that user is gonna end up making another account, most likely, if they see that they're banned or suspended. So instead, this gives them the opportunity to play the game, but then go, why does everyone have me muted? And maybe from there they can change their behavior. But we all know that's not gonna happen. We know what's gonna happen is they're gonna see this and go, fuck this shit, I'm gonna do it on a new account, and I'm gonna see if I can do it faster. And then it's like, why? Why speedrun being an obnoxious human being? But I mean, people do try to be as rude and obnoxious as possible sometimes. Rage baiters, trolls, you name it. I've had people obviously try to rage bait me. The first thing like someone did once, I was in a black cat with a friend. Someone came up to me and within like a minute was just like, "Are you trans?" I said, "Yeah, I am. Say what you're gonna say. Go ahead. Let me hear it. Come on." Like, why do you assume I'm gonna, like, say something rude to you? I was like, because most people who ask if someone's trans, they don't have good intentions. If you do, I apologize, but go ahead. Like, why do you need to know? And he's like, well, there's nothing wrong with asking. I said, actually, there kind of is. Because it doesn't affect you, so the fact that I'm trans means nothing to you. Like, you should have no concerns on whether I'm trans or not because I'm just here. I'm not going to sleep with you. I'm not going to date you. In fact, I'm probably not going to get to know you. But beyond that, like, you know what my pronouns are. And if you don't like to use those pronouns, I also don't force them on you. So again, why does it matter? And it's just like, well, you assumed I'm going to be rude, so I think it's pretty fucking obvious that there's a problem with you. And then he just kept trying to get a reaction out of me. Eventually, he got kicked from the lobby, but it's like, he was just mad that I called him out before he could do anything. VR chat is full of people who just want a reaction. You know, people want attention. Why people need that attention? You know, it's like their parents didn't hug them enough, or you never know. VR chat's a very strange place. But hey, ultimately, that's everyone else's decisions to make for themselves. If you want to get to know someone and actually be a friend, that's awesome. But if you find them, or if your main goal is just to find people to annoy, then why? What do you get out of it? You feel superior because you made someone else upset about something that you're not serious about? Congratulations. It's like, are you that starved for attention and, like, interaction that you have to stoop so low as to insult someone? That you have to invalidate them? That you have to... Exactly. There's nothing wrong with wanting the attention. It's strictly a matter of how you go about it. And that's why it's a problem that some people see the only means of getting attention is through negativity. Hold on a second, I'm gonna grab something else to drink. I know I have water, but I also have Dr. Pepper, and sometimes I just want something sweet. So, cheers. I could at you. Ah, there's just something so comforting about that burn in the throat from, like, soda. Isn't there? It's like... It's cold and it's got this tingling burn and this unnatural taste of sweetness. It's so good and terrible at the same time. Damn, doing things that aren't good for you is so much more fun though. Anyway, here's water. I think I gotta change that water filter. It does have a slight aftertaste. Mm, you know, it's like almost frostbite taste. Unfortunate, but I'm gonna drink it nonetheless. Yummy, yummy. We love the taste of fridge. Yeah. I thought about getting a Brita again, but I barely use Britas because it's like there's an extra layer of like time consumption to those. That aside, thank you guys for just being here tonight. I didn't think I was gonna stream, to be honest. I was like, maybe I won't tonight. And then I was like, even if I'm not doing anything, I'll just, go live for an hour or two tops and then, you know, be a goober and just chat and have fun with chat. And those of you who want to talk to me, you're here. And those of you who don't feel like it, you can lurk. And if you don't like either option, you can leave. But ultimately, I'm just here with my shitty voice and my existence. I'm also doing Wordle real quick, 'cause I just realized it's that time of night. Hmm. 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 Oh, that's not a good feeling. My thigh kind of hurts. I just got like a weird throbbing pain. That might be the air in my thigh. Hopefully that's not what that is. Hopefully it's all fine. Whoops, that doesn't... Oh god, I'm actually kind of scared of that feeling for a second there. Just that throbbing pain. I wasn't there earlier, but I wasn't standing earlier, so... You know, if I very abruptly unstream... Uh-oh. Jokes, I should be okay. Um... Oh my god, I'm a fucking god. I got the Wordle in 2 guesses. Excuse me. Don't turn into a balloon? Are you calling me fat again? Oh my god, what is wrong with you? Yesterday you told me I'm ugly, and then you told me I'm fat. Now you're telling me I'm fat again. What am I supposed to do about this? Listen, this isn't fat, it's boobs. They're growing, okay? Don't make fun of them. Can't believe you're accusing me of ballooning. It's been I don't know, but it feels like an eternity since I held you here with me. Since I had to learn to be someone you don't know. You accept me even if I'm ugly and fat? Damn. I'm gonna go cry in the corner. Holy shit. No, it's fine. Is it still Women's Month? Listen, as far as I'm concerned, every month's Women's Month, so fuck you. Are you gonna be one of those toxic people who are like, when's it gonna be Men's Month? All lives matter. When is it Men's Month? It's a Men's Month for 11 months out of the year, and even during that 1 month of the year, it's still like, well, look at him, isn't he great? He supports women. How dare you? How dare you ask that question, you monster? We support women here. Alright, and if you don't... What I wouldn't sacrifice. Don't you have to trace the light somewhere I can't go? I love this song. It's so pretty. It's prettier when I'm not singing it. I'm sorry. You can't hear it though, so take my word for it. Now, the real question is, though, like, if I'm gonna stream frequently, should I take days off in between? Because right now I'm just streaming every day. And I think it's been a few days. Or almost a week at least. There's that Windows notification. You can't hear Windows notifications, so I'm just gonna leave it alone. But what's the song? It's called Eternity by Alex Warren and Gigi Perez. Very fucking pretty. It's very sad though. If you're going through a breakup or something sad, it's not recommended. But most of Gigi Perez's music is very like lesbian core, so love her. Never knew that I had such a filthy mouth. This is a different song. You lace me like a gun. I'm just vibing at this point though. No plans tonight. Nothing special about the stream. That's why I'm like, maybe I should just stream like, not every day, but every couple days, or every other day, or something. So it's like, you know, it's not like oh, Ilwaka's live every day, so, you know, what's the point in turning up? Consistency, consistency is key if you want to grow, but also, it turns into more of a chore. See, that's the thing, though, it's like, I don't even look at it like that, right? The way my head is going is like, let's say I'm live every day. I'm like, aren't you guys gonna get sick of seeing me? Aren't you gonna get sick of listening to me yap about nothing for an hour or two? Like, why would you tune into this every day? So I'm like, maybe people would be more likely to tune in if I'm not here every day. I just don't wanna, like, burn you out of my existence, if that makes sense. Because I don't feel like I offer a lot. There's only one way to find out Ilwak. You can call me Illy, or you can call me Willow. Or you can call me Ilwak, but I'll just say that, you know, Ilwak seems so formal, you know? Because it's just my username. But Illy and Willow are my, you know, nickname and real name. So, feel free. Gigi Golly? That's very sweet of you. Thank you. I don't feel like it's a very cute voice, but I appreciate you saying so. I need to take all of that positive reaffirmation and just like build it into me and be a bit more confident. But, you know, who's ever heard of a confident trans woman? Not me. Yes, JLu. It's funny to me though that I actually did take the time to add white hair to my avatar to match me. Because IRL, like, dead center of my head has like a bunch of grays. So when I part my hair, I have like perfectly like symmetrical grays. You call me Ellie if I call you Jay? Easier said than done. No, I'm kidding. I can call you Jay. And thank you for the follow there, GG Galley. I know it doesn't show up on stream when you do, but it's there. I see it on my other side monitor. I don't know how to set up kick notifications on screen too. I have to do better about my vocal training and be much more consistent. It's just late at night, so it's also hard for me to want to be loud. So, you know, lots of barriers just to say I don't feel confident in my voice. Can I call you abuelita? Only if I can call you gordo. Yeah, what's up, gordo? Yeah, what's good, gordo? You're gonna call me abuelita, then I'll just call you gordo. Well, thank you, Jay. You see, the thing is, though, whenever someone compliments me, I have this really strong urge inside of me. And the urge is to just switch into my factory default, my male voice, and then be like, yeah, thanks. But yeah. Sorry, I'm just getting myself reoriented. I move my monitors around. There you do. Maybe I have two great voices. Maybe I have none. Maybe this is just an illusion. Maybe I'll just speak like Tina Belcher and be much more monotoned. Yeah, no, maybe that's the key. I'll do a Tina Belcher stream and just be Tina all day. Pretend to be someone with a much worse voice than myself. Well, Tina's voice isn't bad, it's just silly. Yeah, we're in the Matrix. What do you think this is? This is the Matrix right here. This is 3D pixels in a world that's not real, in a simulated reality. I exist only in this world, in this reality. My IRL pictures look nothing as cute as this. You're back and you have internet? Oh my god, Malachite, congratulations. What's the first thing you're gonna do with your newfound internet powers? Watch me. A wise decision. If you had chosen otherwise, I may have had to smite your internet back down. Watching me is a very solid choice, totally. I was not gonna disagree with you. Promise. Sorry, I was curious about this telescope. I was like, does it work? The answer is no. No, it does not. I may have sat down just for a moment. Is there something wrong with sitting? It's hard to wrap my arms around my own legs. My hips don't track though when my legs are up. But it's comfy like this. Also, my lower back doesn't hurt if I sit down for a minute. You see, being an old person means that I'm constantly fighting body pains. Like, lazy ones, though. It's mostly just because I haven't built those muscles up like I'm supposed to. So, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna stand back up. Because I'm smart. Eh, that was stupid. Anyway. Alright, part 2 of being smart when I know I've been stupid. I'm gonna do some stretching. Everybody, you should touch your toes. You ready? If you're allowed to. I know if you're at work, you can't get up and just like randomly be like, hey everybody, just real quick. Yep, this is definitely not any better than it's been the last few times. I can't reach my toes. I need to get back down to that point again. How embarrassing. How far am I? I'm not even joking, I'm like 6 inches away from my feet. It's so far. Huh, huh, huh. I'm holding it though. Oh my god, this hurts so much. Why does stretching have to feel so bad? Just my, like, behind the knees, that tension feels just awful. Like, I just don't get it. Hey boss, check this out. Ugh, that was my sternum cracking, if you could hear that. I'm gonna crack my neck too. Oh, that felt so good. Could you guys hear any of those cracks? Wait, did they translate? Could you hear them? I hope not. But if you did, then yippee, retreat. You did hear it? Oh good. Crack my knuckles for you too while I'm at it. Ugh, that feels great. Let's also just do this. Ugh, that cracked too. Mm. Yep, everything's all cracked and loose. Very loud? Which one? My neck? Crack my elbows? Ah, nice. Crack my toes. And my kneecap. Alright, I think everything's cracked. Yeah, it was probably the neck that you heard. Sorry you had to hear it. But, what can I say? It's important to crack your body. There are so many crack jokes, but not enough time. Listen, the only crack you should be concerned about is the one that's between my, um... Damn, I didn't think of anything clever in time. Cheeks. Anyway. What can I say? You should only be concerned about the crack of dawn. Aha, aha. Yo, what's good? I'm addicted to crack. Anyway. Doesn't crack mean a different thing these days? I don't know. People make crack jokes, like crack kills, and then they point at someone's butt crack sticking out. That's definitely a case of crack. Or, that guy's cracked. That's definitely getting clipped. What do you mean? What's getting clipped? Nothing I said is clippable. Everything I've done is perfectly wholesome and pure. Excuse me. Jesus, I am EPs. Not actually EP though, just yawny. Can't help myself but yawn. I need to drink more water before it gets warm because it's melting. I think it's the ice maker that tastes bad. Bleh. Mmm. I mean, that is definitely one way to say crack, yeah. It's pretty good. Hey, do you mind helping me crack my back? I could really go for some shots. Deadpan. Yeah, we love shots of estrogen in my thigh. Also, the pain subsided. We are good now. No pain. Ah, jeez. Oh, that's what I'm looking for. You told me I'm not allowed to die? I mean... Sometimes... Sometimes... Death comes for you. Ah, the warm embrace of the fire. How it feels to chew 5 gum. Ah, my nose is running. Hup. Also, I just realized camera smoothing isn't on. There we go. No more shaky hands. Sanaya, making me nervous. You're cursed? Wait, let me take out life insurance policy first. Yo, if anyone wants to just give me their life insurance or just, like, give me a lot of money, like, I'm open to it. If you got money burning a hole in your pocket, just saying, I'm open to a donation. I'll use that money to buy makeup and learn how to do it. You were only watching chat, so me falling into the fire meant nothing. Unfortunate. Very unfortunate. I mean, you're very good at watching chats, aren't you? Because you're a former moderator. You'll take $600? Ah, yes, I'll take, maybe I'll take 1,000. Nothing too big. It's not gonna hurt too much in financial terms, right? It's just $1,000, right? You know what, actually, just to be on the safe side, can you make it 2? I could definitely use the 2 grand. Yeah, thanks. It's not much, I promise. Really, you'll recover. It's just, you know, I need it more, because I'm important, you see. A small loan of $1 million. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'll take 500 grand. I'm not that greedy. You don't know how to moderate anymore? Here's how you moderate. Hey, you. Stop that. That's what you do as a moderator. You see something inappropriate and you go, hey, no. It's very simple. It's not very difficult. You just gotta be like, hey, no. Bad. Bad chat. Inappropriate. Having you, the shit talker, as a moderator? Yeah, no, that's risky. Unfortunately, it's very risky to have you as a moderator again. Because there's no telling what you'll do. There's no telling who you'll piss off. The answer is me. You'll piss me off. That's your job as a moderator. Piss off the streamer. Hmm. Yeah, no, this... You'd rather be pissed off than pissed on. Remember, there's a huge importance when you're doing that. There's a huge importance in saying pissed off and pissed on, right? And the word then. Because if you use the wrong then you're in a different scenario, right? Because one implies you like both. I'd rather be pissed off than pissed on. So if you use... That just means you want both. English. We love it. Yippee! The more you know. Hey, there have been people in chat that would rather both, you know. There are definitely some people here who definitely are into water sports. And to each their own. Hey, maybe someone would calm down if they got peed on. You don't know. We don't judge. Exactly. No king shaming. The only shaming that needs to happen here is like when someone soils a diaper, because we don't do diaper play here. I'll king shame that. I king shame age regression and diaper play. Wet workers. Yeah, that too. No, I will be real though. If someone tells me they're into wet water play, or not water play, age regression and diapers, I'm like, you're a disgusting person. Sorry. Age regression is like this huge thing where it's like, it's too borderline to be attractive. Like, it's way too close to that edge of like, this seems wrong. It just seems kind of creepy. It's like, an adult pretending to be a child is just weird in terms of a sexual context. Maybe for therapeutic reasons, but not, you know, a king. It should not be. But anyway, that's not my business, but I definitely won't interact with someone who does that. Personal preference. You gotta have your own, like, line in the sand, you know? Because if you don't have a line in the sand, then what do you have? Just sand? Sand is disgusting. Interesting enough, though. I've heard there is, like, a slight, like, what do you call that? That sand is becoming a bit more difficult to procure in its own way. The kind that's used to make glass. And yet we use so much of it. Constantly. I also heard that helium is actually a very rare gas and it's very expensive. But due to its use in party balloons and stuff like that, the government has never increased its cost, or hasn't increased it much, because of the fact that they want people to still be able to use it. Like, what? Doesn't it have better uses than party balloons? I don't think we're running out of just sand, so to speak, but the kind of sand that's used specifically to make glass. I don't know. It was something like this, I heard it years ago. But, you know, I haven't heard much about it since, so maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm remembering wrong. In its own right, though, I mean, if you think about it, if we just keep converting things into other things, like if we just keep taking sand and making it into glass, eventually, it does go to show that we would run out eventually, right? We'd have to, like, start recycling glass all the time instead, but, like, you know, it is a resource, and it does gradually deplete. I don't know. It just seems like one of those things. I have no idea. Long hair. Beautiful. If everything turns back into sand and soil, so yeah, basically, everything returns to dust one day. You, me, um, that car, these flowers, the dirt, poop. I don't really have anything else. I'm sorry. My brain is kind of off tonight. Yesterday I was like yapping up a storm because I was high. Today I'm sober, so I'm just like, I'm just here. I just exist. And because I'm in such a dark area, I do have to like adjust the camera a bit, so that way my body stands out a bit against this water. Because if I like point it downwards, it's like I barely exist. Sorry, I do have to point it out across. Otherwise, like, you know, the cute outfit disappears. I do think white is probably not a great color for the bottoms. I don't know. I have to go through everything and figure out what I want to do. I just wanted to test it and see how it looked, and then I was like, alright, good enough. So I still have a lot of work in Unity I have to do, and Blender too. So most of my outfits are, you know, works in progress. Being there is plenty. Don't underestimate the power of presence. I am here, and I just exist. I know. I'm aware that like, oop, look at all that clipping in my knee. Um, I'm aware that like, if I just stream and, you know, people can sometimes give me things to talk about by asking me questions, or people can just like come by to vibe with me and like see a pretty girl kind of just wiggle on screen, or they'll watch me play other games eventually. But, you know, it's like, internally, I'm like, I'm not doing enough. I'm not doing enough to warrant anyone to pay attention to me, right? Like, if I'm not doing anything interesting, then why would anyone ever want to watch me? So, you know, that self-conscious kind of thought is definitely very real, where I'm just in my head going, I should be talking more, or I should be talking about something interesting, or I should be doing something. You know, I don't dance. I'm not good at games. I'm not good at being in VR even. Like my body posture and everything else, it's not great. I don't have enough trackers to make my tracking look good either. I don't have enough base stations to make the tracking look good. So I'm just kind of always just in my head of like, it's not enough. Nothing I do is gonna be enough. And that's the kind of thing I do to myself constantly. Like, I'm like, everything I do needs work. Nothing I do is enough. Because it could be better. And because it could be better, like, I don't know how to be better. And so I'm just stuck in this loop of like thinking that I'm just boring. And so here we are, me sitting here, throwing a pity party, and then just like overthinking it. And that's one of the things I'm very good at. You know, it's like negative thought, thinking about myself in ways that aren't very healthy or nice. You know what I mean? The the mental demons are very powerful, and the ones that tell me that I'm not good enough are very loud. The ones that tell me that, you know, my voice is shit, it's very, very loud. And so, compliments and things of that nature. Yeah, I don't know. VR chat does need more yappers. I mean, I'm sure, but, you know, yappers who have something, you know, more interesting to say, or funnier, or, I don't know. I think a great example of a VR chat streamer is Ron. Ron is amazingly funny. I've seen a couple of his like shorts. I'm gonna be real, I haven't watched all of Ron's streams or any of Ron's streams. I've only ever seen like the short form content that he posts on Twitter. And I'm like, damn, he's great. He dance real good and he talk real good. Double threat. Very funny, very good. But I understand too, like, regardless of whether or not I'm enough, people are gonna come and go as they need to. They're gonna figure out if this is the kind of content they care about or are interested in. And if they're interested, they'll stick around. You know, and then if they find out later on that I'm not good enough, or not that I'm not good enough, but there's other streamers that they would enjoy, then they're gonna filter out those streamers, and that's normal. I'm just more like, when they're here, when you're here, you know, you, Jay, or, oop, cracking, hello. When anyone's here, I'm immediately, why? Bro, there's nothing obscuring me. I don't know why my hips are freaking out. Um, is it just because I moved my arm? Anyway, self-deprecating thoughts need to stay in my head and not leave my mouth, so I'll shut up about it, but that's basically why, like, I stop streaming a lot of the time, is because I think about these things too much, where I'm like, yeah, no, I wouldn't watch myself, so why would anyone else want to? And that's not a healthy way to look at things. Because the important thing is, do I enjoy talking to strangers? Yes. Do I enjoy making, like, acquaintances through chat? Yeah. Do I want to keep doing that? Of course. So that's what I should do. Instead of being like, oh, if people watch me, they're gonna get, like, tired of me. Like, that's irrelevant. If that happens, it happens. So, you should get out of your own head. Let me know if you figure out how to. Yeah, you know, I'm digging at those walls, but you can only scratch at them for so long. Eventually, you know, the nails get short. My big thing is nobody cares, so reframing it as nobody cares, so I'm free to do it has been helpful for you. Um, that's fair. I think even more so, what's been helping me is the idea that, like, again, everyone has their own agency. So as long as I'm doing something that I enjoy, people can come and go as they like, right? So if I'm sitting here yapping about nothing to myself, you guys are welcome to engage in it. And if you choose not to, that's okay. Like, like I as the streamer am never angry when people don't show up in chat. I'm never angry when like viewership drops. It's more like I just feel like when people are here is when I'm at my most self-conscious and anxious. Why? Bro, why? I'm not even touching you half the time. Stop. I didn't even touch it. Is it my hands? Like, I'm not, like, even when I'm obscuring it, it's not doing that. It's only when I'm just like, anyway, it's stupid. Tracking is stupid. We hate trackers here. It just is what it is. No more hip hocus. So, yeah. There's just no reason to concern yourself with things that are outside of your control, right? It's like, otherwise you're just gonna drive yourself crazy. You're just gonna worry about something that you can't do anything about. But then as humans, we are social creatures and crave acceptance. And so in that sense, it's not okay. Oh my god, what am I touching? I just honked my own boob. No, you're not wrong. I too seek out the acceptance of others. I do want you guys to feel like this is a fun place to be and worth talking to me, for instance. The more I look at it, the more I'm like, oh yeah, I do need to fix my hair texture. It looks very clay-like. It's not shiny, it's just dull and clay. So I have to fix that. This is definitely a very suggestive position. Someone like holding your arms above your head. And then they do what people on the internet do these days, and they're gonna snip your armpits. Gasp. I've had someone do that to me once. It was very much like a, oh, this happened. Interesting choice. I don't know why you would do that to yourself, but hey, that's your choice to make. I've been up for 3 nights at the motel, on the street lights, on the city of palms. Oh, this song is so catchy. Oops, you guys could see my underwear. Fucking rando ass friend requests on fucking Discord. Grrr. Not from a viewer, but from like complete stranger on like another Discord server just being like, I don't know, I don't get that. Like that scam. Like the scam is supposed to be like they send friend requests and they go, "Oh my god, hey, I really had fun playing that game with you." And then you go, "What game are you talking about?" And they go, "Oh, wait, aren't you the one that I played this game with?" And you go, "No." Like, "Oh, well, my name is so and so, by the way, and maybe we could still be friends." And then they just like, I don't know what the end goal is. Maybe they try to make you download a game or something that's gonna hack your account. Either way, I'm just like, no. I don't want help with VR chat art profile pictures. Ah, shit. Yeah, no. Hey, I noticed you stream. By chance, would you be interested in buying some art? Don't worry, my prices are reasonable. Can I just show you my portfolio? Um, Here. So, me and my friend have been working on this game for a while, and I was wondering if you could help us test it. We're just looking for a few beta testers. If you would be interested, or you think you just download. I burped. Sorry, that was gross. Would you be interested in like playtesting my game? Don't worry, it's totally safe. It's gonna ask you to sign in, but that's just so that you have access to it based on your Discord account. So like, sign into the Discord portion for me. Okay, thanks. Hey, would you mind just giving me like the credit card number on like, or your credit card number, please? I'm just doing like a quick test to like compile some data, and like, if you could just give me the information, I would really appreciate it. It would help me so much if you would just give me all of the information on the front and back of the credit card, though. I need your first name, last name, the 16-digit number, and the 3-digit code and the expiration date. All this information would just be used to help my stream further. Like, you're just giving me data. Don't worry, it won't be used. Promise. Oh yeah, and set your username to your social security number. And your home address. I need that too. So like, just all the information you could provide me would help my case all the more. Like, I'm just definitely creating a survey. It's safe, I promise. You want to help me, don't you? You want to help a friend, right? I just realized my cat's on my chair. I almost sat on him. My cat wants to be sat on, guys. Crazy. Hey, me and my doctor are trying out a new operation method. If we could borrow one of your kidneys real quick. Hey, I'm running an experiment, and I was just wondering if, trans women could get pregnant. So, if you wouldn't mind just lending me a hand for a few hours. Yeah, we just need a larger sample size. Just lending a hand. Yeah, 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 yeah. I've always been interested in seeing if femboys can get pregnant. So, if you know any, just saying. I'm all for the scientific method. They say estrogen makes you infertile, so, I have to test both theories at the same time. So, if it's too many false positives, I have to just keep trying, right? I'm sorry, this is gross. I'll stop. Ah, jeez. The things we do for science. I joke, I joke. Yep, all for the sake of science. Your mom called you feminine today? Yo, hey, baby boy. You feeling a little bit submissive and breedable? Ha ha. I am obviously kidding. We, you know, very family friendly here, guys. Just don't get it twisted. Ain't nothing gonna happen, I promise you. Listen, I might, I might buy it once or twice. Kidding, unless because you were carrying a chain or carrying change in a leopard purse thing. I see. Man, that's so fucked up. Like, what if you like that purse thing and your mom made you feel self-conscious for it? Like, listen, my mom, she doesn't know I'm trans, okay? But called me one day and she's like, "Hey, how are you?" I'm like, "I'm good." And she's like, "Hey, I was just thinking, like, you should start gaining some weight." And I was like, "Why?" And she's like, "Well, it's just not normal for a man to be skinny." Like, what? Mom, what? Like, what does me being skinny have to do with masculinity? And little does she know, I am trying to stay as far away from being masculine as possible. So what you're saying is, I gotta be skinnier. Yo, let's go. No, I said it earlier at the start of stream, but like, I weighed myself earlier, and I weigh 137 pounds. I'm up 7 pounds, baby. Let's go. I just gotta keep eating, and keep eating, and keep eating, and eventually, I can actually, like, have the fat redistribute in my body. My mom does not know. She has not seen me in over a year, and, yeah, no. Listen, my mom calls me on the phone, and here's how I do. Hello? Yeah, no, I will not speak to her in, like, this tone. And I will also, if I send her pictures, they're very strategic. My hair's tied back in a ponytail, just like she's seen me. Yes, I will shave, but, like, as much as I hate it, I will let the stubble exist, just to kind of add to the illusion. And then, yeah, I'm usually wearing something baggy like a sweater. She has no idea. She would have already confronted me about it if she knew, trust. She is, not very good at being subtle. Her concern is more just that, I just don't come across as masculine. Yeah, she just is worried because, like, my dad's stocky, my older brother, stocky, and, like, my whole life I've gotten comments comparing me to her, so I think she does see me as, like, being slightly effeminate. And to her, that's, not a good thing, because she's like, well, obviously that means I'm not gonna find a woman if I'm skinny. It's a weird way to look at things, but I'm just assuming that's what she's getting at. Hello, Isgron. How are you doing today? Hola. So yeah, no. Produce grandchildren now kind of vibe. Honestly, I might have been her last hope for that. My older brother, he's like 42? And his last girlfriend was a gold digger who was cheating on him. Yeah, that was awkward. You're super tough. Ouch. Greetings from Argentina. Well, greetings from California. Hello, how are you doing tonight? Let's see. Hola, ¿cómo estás? I don't know if you guys speak straight up Spanish there. That's all I got for you, though. ¿Cómo estás? ¿Dónde está la biblioteca? Me llaman Timon, la araña discoteca. El burro es en la biblioteca. Sí, los gatos en pantalones. KJJJJJ. I don't know what that means. Bueno. Buenos dias. I almost started speaking Japanese. I don't know why Japanese almost came out of me. Konnichiwa, minasan. Watashi wa nihonjin janai demo nihongo ga chabetemasu. Kore wa chotto subarashi. That's like my broken, arigato. Ah, jeez. I mean, the word gato is in there. It's like Ari cat. Obrigado. Thank you for the follow, Isgrown. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. Tortilla. Yes, yes. No, I still like that little TikTok thing where people try to say words where they're like, it's like Kermit, for instance. I think the Kermit's like saying, what was it? Colors. And it's just like, cyan, 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 cyan. And then it goes through. It's like, yeah. And then the next one's like, purple, blue, red. And then cat like attacks it. It's like, stop, green. Anyway, cerveza? Like cerveza? I'm confused, but yes. Alright, I'm going to end stream at the 2-hour mark, by the way, so 9 more minutes. Today is going to stay a short stream. We fell far away. What do we talk about for 9 more minutes? Baby girl, with me you only need 2. No, but I don't really have anything to talk about for 9 whole minutes. That's why I'm like, damn. Whenever the clock is ticking, it's like, shit, what do I do? 9 minutes of just me standing here quietly, staring at you. I'm here. Hello. Hello. Hi. 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 Is my full undivided attention enough for you? Am I doing it right? Am I paying enough attention to you? Am I staring you in the soul yet? Do you prefer angry? I'm gonna be honest with you, the weather's been shit. I hate heat. California is one of the worst places to live. Don't do it. California, Arizona, never. New Mexico and anything in the south of the US, doesn't matter which coast you're on, garbage. Do not live here. I want to live north. I want to go north. I want to go towards like Washington State or like Oregon. I want to get the hell away from the heat. I don't care if it's raining all the time. I love the rain. Put me anywhere where it's raining and I'll stay happy. Toasty Serenity? What's nice? Which one? Also, welcome to the chat. Hopefully you're doing well tonight. Are you talking about the weather? Are you saying the weather where you are is nice? You're in Sweden, Jaylu? I'm gonna say the only Swedish thing I know how to say. Are you ready? I'm gonna say something in Swedish to you. Are you ready? Are you ready? It's not gonna be great. I'm gonna just say it to you. Okay. Tjena kexet, står du där och smular? Did I do it right? Was that good enough? Let's go! Hey there, Cookie. Are you over there crumbling? But yeah, Toasty, how are you doing tonight? Welcome to the chat. Tell me something about yourself. Or don't. This is me waiting in anticipation. I can hold the shoulder. Can you repeat that? Your brain went burr. I was saying, how's your day been going? Or, like, tell me something about yourself. You're new in chat, so tell me something. Tell me about you in some way. Stare. Head empty. Hello, Zuricito. Zorisito over on the side, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you stopping by tonight. Hopefully you're doing well. You're also new here, so feel free to tell me something about yourself. Toasty Serenity, tell me about you. I'm still waiting. Grr. I'm joking, by the way. You can actually choose not to tell me anything about you. I'm just asking out of curiosity and just to, include you in the conversation. Bwop. You're gonna head out a little bit before the end so that you can take care, because you have to be up soon. Take care, everyone. Alrighty, take care. Appreciate you stopping by, JD. Sleep well. Serenity, I love food too. My favorite food is gotta be a tie for a couple of them. Indian food, Korean food, and just steak. I'm one of those corny bitches who love steak. Like, seriously. You wanna make me happy? Take me out to go eat steak. I'll be poof, so happy. Cook me a steak. I'll be thrilled. I don't care what kind of steak it is. You just give me that meat. Korean barbecue is a pretty easy other way to make me pretty happy. Korean barbecue specifically because there's so much variety of just like ways you can make the food. Like texture varied, salty, sweet, whatever. I love it. Oh my god. I need Korean barbecue again. I might go out and pick some stuff up to make it myself, because listen, if you want a very easy way to do Korean barbecue at home, well, like a very specific part of Korean barbecue, it's called samgyeopsal, okay? Samgyeopsal. You get pork belly, so just like big old thing of pork belly. You can trim it yourself, or you can get the ones that are pre strips, and you cut them up into little bits so that you have a nicely spread out. What do I get when I get Indian food? Butter chicken. So samgyeopsal is pork belly wraps. So what you do is you buy lettuce, buy the pork belly, you buy rice, and doenjang. Doenjang is like Doenjjang. Doenjang is, oh no, samjang. You want samjang. Sorry, I misspoke. Samjang is Ssamjjang. It is a Korean fermented bean paste, and it's made using wraps. And it's essentially miso. It's very similar. And so you put lettuce, rice, you dip the pork belly in sesame oil and salt. And then you put that on top, and then you take a little bit of samjang, you put it on top, and here you can make a choice of either adding a vegetable like spring onions, or you could just wrap it up and shove it all in your mouth at once. Oh my god, it is so good. Top tier food. Like, cannot be beat. Like, you cannot convince me that that is not delicious. Like, oh my god, I need it. Um, yeah. What's your guys' favorite food? There's one thing I know about Swedish food, too. One thing. It's not gonna be meatballs, don't worry, it's not that cliche. I just know that there is a specific thing that you guys do in Sweden with pizza, where you get pizza and you put curry and bananas on it. That is so strange, but I'm curious. Also, Toasty Serenity, you came at a very unfortunate time. You see, sometimes I go for another hour or two. Tonight, I'm gonna end stream in like 5 minutes. So, just so you know, I appreciate you for stopping by, and also for spending time here, even if it was brief. Yeah, no. But, same thing I tell everybody. If you would like to, you can join my Discord, or you could follow the stream, whatever you prefer, and I can ping when I go live. Or you can find me organically again like you did tonight. Either way, though, I appreciate you. And I appreciate everybody for stopping by and just chatting with me. I wish I could say that I had more interesting things to add or do, but I do appreciate everybody for stopping by, be it brief or for the long term. I wish that you have a good rest of your day or night. For me, it is 1:15 a.m., so it's pretty late, you know? Also, I'm gonna take a drink, so anyone who hasn't hydrated in a little bit, be sure to hydrate. You are absolutely allowed to join. Like I said, if you would like to follow my stream, feel free. If you choose not to, sorry, I'm just banning a bot right now. There we go. However, the thing I should point out again, because I am streaming, right? This is an 18 plus community. I do talk about things that are inappropriate from time to time. If that does not fit you, that is perfectly understandable. And you know, from there I say have a nice day. I hope you know, or you or anyone else who is under the age of 18 does not take offense to this. I will just say again, I am just not the most appropriate person. I do talk about all sorts of topics, things ranging from sex to playing violent video games, whatever I may be doing. So, again, I try to keep things 18 plus, and I will, if I find out someone is underage, kick them from the Discord. It's not personal, it is strictly just for their safety as well as the safety of all of those involved, so. My voice do be soothing? Aw, you're too sweet. Sussy streamer, my god. Yeah, you like a sussy streamer, don't you? I didn't confirm your age. Never mind, I'm gonna shut the fuck up. Anyway. Either way, though, I appreciate you for stopping in tonight. Here, I'll post my Discord for those who are of age, if you haven't joined already. Oh, I see Serenity's already joined it. There you are. Serenity, we share a server in common. It's an Abby server. Sorry, I click on people's bios the moment they join my server to make sure they're not an art spammer. That's the only other person that's not really allowed on my server. So powerful. Go ahead, Jay. Oh my god, you're such a good viewer. Instead of like girl or boy, it's just you're such a good viewer, aren't you? You're gonna follow my stream, right? You're gonna come back again when I stream tomorrow and maybe the next day. And who knows, maybe, just maybe, I'll ask you for your credit card info. Who's what? Also, I do forewarn you guys. When I do, if you do join my Discord, I apologize in advance. Feel free to mute it if you don't like it. I just have an at everyone ping. I don't have a specific rule for live streams. I just assume people will just mute my server or leave it if they don't like being pinged. I did used to. I used to do, community nights where I'd like invite people to just join me in games, if depending on the game. I usually don't stream those, but sometimes I did. It depended on the game. Like I did host like a brief like Minecraft server or things like that. This is again back when I used to be an active streamer. So, also, the facade of me being a beautiful, uwu like, bunny girl on stream is very quickly broken. If you go to my IRL section of my Discord, you'll see a picture of me. So, I do stream with Facecam sometimes. I'm not always in VR chat. I play cozy games. Again, these are all just things I'm saying in advance for anyone who's new. So, sometimes you might get jump scare and see the real me. And just, be ready for it. She's not as pretty as this. But nonetheless, I appreciate you guys, and thank you again for finding me. Hello, Spooky Game Killer. Whoa, 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 what do you mean? Who are you calling a hottie? Ooh? Spooky, I am actually just about to end stream. However, I was just telling them, if you want, you can join my Discord and get pinged the moment I go live. If you don't want that, perfectly understandable. So yeah, feel free to join my Discord, like I said, and if you're under the age of 18, you will be booted, but it's not personal. Also, one final thing I will say again that I've had to say over the last 2 streams, just in case. If anyone sends me a dick pic in my DMs, you are instantly going to be banned and blocked and reported. Like, do not do it. I don't know why I have to say that, but I'm going to be very clear. I appreciate that someone would think I'm attractive enough to want to do that, but on the other hand, don't. No, you're new. That's fine. You don't have to join my Discord. That's also very understandable. You're 25? Hell yeah. The only reason I point out you can join my Discord is because, again, when I go live, it's easier to know that I went live that way. But that's also your choice. So again, feel free to come back again tomorrow. I'll be going live 2 hours ago. Usually around 11 p.m. Eastern or Pacific time. I might start rolling that back a little bit and then like seeing how I feel about doing earlier streams versus later streams. Who knows? Either way, for now, I will say it one more time. Thank you all so much for finding me, for joining me, for listening to me up. I really do appreciate it. I will try to be consistent still going forward, and like I said, sometimes I might not be playing a game that's very interesting. Most of the time it's going to be me yapping. But I just want to express again, you guys have been very nice to me these last few days, and it's made me feel like streaming again, so I appreciate you guys coming back. And if you ever can't make it to stream, just know I'm looking for you. I'm joking, of course, but still. Hey hun, laying down for bed. I'm doing okay. I'm actually just now ending stream, cat. Unfortunate timing. But again, no, I do appreciate you guys. You're very kind for taking the time to be here. So again, follow the stream if you guys aren't already, or don't. It's up to you guys. I'll see you again next time though, okay? I give you guys one final hug. You guys are awesome. You're very lovely people, and I hope that you all take care of yourself and drink some water. Do something good for yourself today or tomorrow. Alrighty, I'll see you tomorrow then, okay? All the love to you, and sweet dreams, beautiful people. Goodbye, Jay. Goodbye, Cat. Goodbye, Spooky. And goodbye, Serenity. You're all very lovely, as well as everyone else who's just lurking here, so